Alright, this is part 3 of prepping. My phone's a big dick, so I keep getting cut off. These are battery packs. They come in all different colors, sizes. We have a bunch of them. They were really great off-grid. That solar panel from my first video can charge these. Make sure you have the cords. Also, I've got big bag of snacks for Nile, trail mix, granola bars, fruit snacks. Things to keep toddlers happy when things are fucking crazy. I also want to just say quick before I get into like food prep is that it depends on the severity of the situation. Whether it's a whether it's like a weather emergency, train situation, straight out war, civil war, shooting, whatever it is. The thing is though, is if you have children, you have to prepare. So the third bug out bag that I'm not completely done making is like shelter, making sure we have enough clothes, comfortable shoes for both of us. And then I also keep a stroller in the car. So what I want to say though is that it depends on the situation or the emergency. So I keep everything in the house in case the car situation doesn't work out or whatever. But it depends on what the situation is. So I just have everything I need in central locations if shit gets really fucking insane, right? You want to make sure you have a plan. And again, that depends on the situation. But for situations where water gets polluted or cut off, which we've been seeing an EMT attack or electrical grid thing and the water doesn't work, have water on hand. We've got a few of the 5-gallon waters here ready to go. And then I want to continue working on that too, because we have a lot at the homestead, but we're not there. So water is the biggest thing. Food is second. So we've got lots of rice, beans, canned food, stuff like that. The most important thing though is that you do need water for a lot of that stuff, right? Like to cook rice and beans. If they're not canned, if they're dry, you need water. So make sure that you calculate enough water to make food in addition to the water that you're going to be drinking. And then just having basics on hand. And you don't have to go crazy, but just having what you need to provide for your family. And it's more of like a when this happens rather than if it happens situation. Also, if you have animals like I do, you want to make sure you have enough animal food or things that the animals can eat. Make sure you have water for them as well. And again, that depends on the severity of the situation, what we would do, if shit totally broke out crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that you can prepare. Now, I've been preparing and ever since Trump got elected, and then we lived off grid. So I've got a leg up on a lot of this shit, and I understand that. I have a lot of plans and things in place, but that's what I want to share. So we've got like yoga mats and a tent. A lot of these like hardcore preppers say that the first order of business is shelter from the elements. I think that water is super important. And a lot of us are already sheltered. So you can make shelter pretty easy out of lots of different things. So I would say having water and access to water is the most important thing, especially seeds too. People say like stockpile seeds or have seeds. You can do microgreens. You can't do any of that shit without water. So make sure you have water. And I myself don't have enough water. I mean, I have more than, some folks, but I don't have enough water to get us by, past maybe a week on hand right now. So that's my goal. That's what I'm working on because water is super important. But that's why I have the tablets everywhere and readily available within my packs. And then also self-defense. I just want to share a couple things. So I walk around. Oh, it's really dark right here. I might turn the light off. So I walk around with like I used to walk around with everything, like that binder I showed you and everything. But I have pepper spray, and then on my keychain, I have like a little thing from the Dollar Tree that came with something else that I put some bandages in. I have a compass right here on my purse, and then I have one of these. Yeah, right. And I have some other self-defense shit on hand. I myself do not have a gun. I'm not comfortable with guns yet. I am saying yet. So this If you need any of these things, hit me up, message me, because I have a direct contact to people who can get these things. So this is a little jab knife. I have like a pen, a couple different varieties. Self-defense shit. A lot of people are talking about, so if there is an EMF, that's the electromagnetic field, if there is that at a large scale, the internet won't work. So I just got a hand crank radio, and I'll show you it really quick if I don't run out of fucking snap. I don't know why I keep putting everything back. Like, it doesn't need to go back right away. So I have this plug-in right here charging. Ooh, let me show you this. I hope we don't run out of room. Sorry, that's my window. Okay, so this is what I just got. Just a little hand crank radio. It has this little solar panel on it. It has an antenna. It also has a flashlight. Ooh, excuse me. I just started drinking beer because my phone's stressing me out. Anyway, so yeah, have this stuff on hand, I guess. This was maybe 20 bucks, I think. And like I said, I've been doing this and preparing for a very long time. And that's why I'm sharing with you, because like I said, this is everything going on right now. It's definitely feels like more of a when it happens to us versus if it happens. And so I just don't want anybody to feel like, I don't want your privilege to keep you from getting ready. Like, it's happening to everybody. It's happening to people who never thought that they would experience these things. It's pretty inevitable that there's going to be either a situation where you're going to have to evacuate your home. And if you have children, you need to make sure that you have things for your child. And you want to make sure that you can be as safe and comfortable as possible. That's it. That's all. So if you guys have any questions, I'd love to answer them or ask, I don't know, research if we have to. But yeah, I highly recommend making sure you have enough water, and you want to make sure you have a way to start fire. We have laundry in this apartment, or in this house, so I've actually been saving my my dryer lint, because that's a really good fire starter. You can use that for like paper towels. And then having tea light candles in your kit, or crayons, like I said, because the crayons you can use, I don't know, I think I got cut off when I was saying that. The crayons you can use for candles, and the paper will burn like a wick. So you just peel off a little bit and get it going, and then it'll burn. And then I want to share this, if Kyle will let me. This is like a little telescope thing. I gotta take the thingies off. So all of these things are like, we got a lot of this shit for moving off grid. Solar lights are really great. Like the crank radio has a solar light. There's lots of different things. So if you have any questions, or if you want links for anything, or if you need help getting started, first get a bag, get some first aid. You want to make sure you have first aid, and you want to make sure you have just everything. Just let me know. I don't feel like making a list. There's plenty of lists out there. But if you have a child or animals, you got to get prepared. It's not about if it's happening. It's about when it's going to happen to you. So we are in those times. So that's it. Also, when you're prepared, you don't have to be afraid. Like if something were to happen and we had to evacuate immediately, like especially with all these train derailments and we're right by the train tracks, my thing is I could just load up the car. My car's not running great, but it could get me from point A to point B if I had to get to a point B. And I, keeping people in your corner, having phone numbers of people in case there is an EMF attack. You want to make sure that you've got a little apocalypse team or whatever, people that you can rely on and trust, in case there is an emergency. Oh geez, we're gonna break that. So anyway, you just got to make it comfortable for everybody. Make sure that nobody is, bless you, suffering. And the only way to do that is to get prepared. Again, if you have any questions or you want links or anything, I mean, I'm not affiliated with anybody. God damn it, you got that all gross. But I get most of my shit off of eBay. Walmart has a bunch of shit. You can go through that one camping aisle. But yeah, please Just do what you have to do to take care of yourself and your family.